when you come to the racing proper, then the record will stand. I can't quite comprehend that, but I suppose psychologically the riders who did beat the old record will know that they've got it in them to do it again, and that will bode well for future events we've got here. And of course the place is still ringing with the thought that in that team pursuit, with the Italian quartet going just around a sniff over 4 minutes. And I spoke in my quick dash out of here to see a man about a dog to Ian Hallam, who, when they got a medal in the World Championships all those many years back, they actually were 22 seconds slower than the Italians today. He says he just couldn't believe it. And I saw Tony Doyle shaking his head, and Hugh Porter, who talked about what the second or third kilometre that the team, the Italian team, he was just looking there with a glazed look on his face. All the prosciutors, they're all round about us here, and they saw an unbelievable performance this morning from the women, and again from the team prosciutors. So we're now back to the sprinting. Your speciality, young man. Enjoying it?
I'm loving it.
Well,
so here we go, one of those 3-ups again with his action the whole way. Don't take your eyes off the screen. They go from the front to the back, to the middle, to the front to the back. So at the front we've got the Swiss lad, Bura. In the middle we got Gane from France. On the back we got, formerly from Chile, now from America, Arrue. And they're all looking over each other's shoulders. They've got to really pay attention here. 3 laps of the track. Oh, as I say that, Arrue goes to the front already. The moves are starting to happen. So Arrue from America has now gone from 3rd place to 1st place. Obviously he wants to lead it out. It's a long way to go still, and already picking it up. It's a bit early here for the sprint, but I think Arrue is just doing what we call tempo. He's just like in about 2nd gear, and he's just humming along. So Arrue comes down the home straight. Now he's starting to really hum. The Frenchman Gane starting to come at him already. Across the 200-metre line, so Arrue's got to pick it up now. Families from Chile, he's an American, looking under his arm. Gane's trying to come over the top of him. The Swiss is trying to come on the inside. Can Arrue hold him off? He's starting to die now, down the home straight. They're all neck and neck. Whoa, that's a line, hello. So the win for the American Arrue. The Swiss rider was off the track from the green, and Gane, the Frenchman, had nowhere to go. Arrue's a happy man. The big wave there. His family will be happy. They've travelled all the way over from Southern California, Encino, which is actually the home of Michael Jackson. Look at that guy. And if they get Eurosport in Chile, they're very happy about that as well. So we see the slow motion again. Hit the line, 1 to go, 250 metres to go. Arrue starts to pick it up.
What I was amazed about, time and time again in these championships, he's ridden from the front, hasn't he? He's prepared to throw down the gauntlet, whereas other riders might have been overawed by the occasion, because he's quite a newcomer on the scene at this world level. And suddenly now, here he is, charging away at the front and prepared to ride from the front and ride forcefully all the way.
Hey, you know what I like? The Swiss are trying to come through on the green. That's even, you know. Good ride there, good win there for the American. That means he goes through. He's a happy man.
But he's had to find his way back through on, it's not the first repechage he's come back through, is it? So at least he's going to have a bit of a rest now before we get on to the quarterfinals. First match will be at 19:35 tonight. And the next match coming up in just a moment. Leonardo Branchi, Eyk Pokorny and Ainars Kiksis coming through here. We've said it before, and I'll say it again, Pokorny and Kiksis, both ex-junior champions, and the way in which Branchi was first eliminated in an earlier round by the judges for his riding, and then reinstated, and then he's got back into the being eliminated. Now he's back into repechage. He's living very dangerously at the moment. That's the fellow right in the middle of there, Leonardo Branchi, and here Eyk Pokorny, who seemed always to come back to repechage, having sacrificed himself in the first round against Furrer. He's riding very cagily indeed, but now he's got to get through this one against some pretty stiff opposition, because Kiksis has been going quite quickly, and Branchi certainly hasn't been hanging about either. So they are ex-junior sprint champion at the top and bottom of the track, and wedged in between Leonardo Branchi, who must thank his federation for objecting to his first exclusion from the early repechage, and now he's wedged in the middle here.
So Pokorny, number 70, leads off from Germany. In the middle, the Italian. On the back is Kiksis from Latvia. They're all starting off real slow at the moment. It's all cat and mouse, just like they say. Everyone's looking at each other.
Now people will say, why don't they go from the gun, Russell? We have seen people try to do that this championship, go a bit later from now, but not wait for the last 250 metres. Why don't they go?
Well, the thing is that it's still an element of surprise, because as soon as one goes, they just jump on. Oh, as I say, that Kiksis has gone on the inside, just as you said there. Onto the light blue, obviously he wants this side to lead it out again. So it's Kiksis from Latvia on the front. Pokorny's in the middle, he's trying to hold the Italian. Italian's going on the inside, Italian's off the track, he's got to push him up, he's only lean. Bit of pushing and shoving, Kiksis is holding the Italian down. Pokorny's trying to come over the top, but we see Pokorny do this before, he just sits there. He's got a nice wheel, Pokorny's much bigger than the Italian, he's going to push him off. He's done that now, so Pokorny's in the idle position. Kiksis has got to lead it out, they're down the back straight, they're starting to pick it up. Is Pokorny going to come over him now? Kiksis give it all he can. Here comes Pokorny. Good ride there by the Latvian.
Pokorny was riding so wildly, he thought that I'll pop past this bloke coming down the finishing straight, but he hadn't got the power there as Kiksis really let fly. Big fella going for it there. Just didn't allow anybody to come by him with a superb surge of speed. No need for a photo finish there with that radial spoke front wheel rocketing across the line on his bike produced in Plymouth, or the frame produced in Plymouth in Great Britain. But see how this fellow, the Italian, he's so crafty, isn't he? He tries to come all the time on the inside. That's why he got banned last time for coming out the blue bit. Then they put him back in again. He's tried the same tactic again, but Latvia, Kiksis wouldn't let him come through. And certainly, you're quite right, Pokorny seemed to me to be thinking, right, if I sit on this fellow's wheel, I'll be okay when it comes to the finishing straight. He sat there so cool, he didn't bother to come round him, did he, at all?
No, Pokorny was sitting there, and I actually thought he was going to, come off his wheel and just kick down the home straight, but he didn't have the power like the Latvian rider. And maybe they got the power from riding the Grand Prix of London just last week.
On your favourite track, where's it? HH, Herne Hill.
Hey, Herne Hill, run by Southwark in South London.
Here we go then, that wonderful turn of speed which made sure that Pokorny just couldn't pop past as he was hoping. Crafty man, Mr. Pokorny, left it a bit too late. So it's him out.
Lashade.